How are you going through the difficult times? Because you just mentioned that it's happening. It's happening for
Mm,
all of us. And this is the normal things, become
yeah.
normal thing.
Yeah.
It's not a normal thing that you're not delivering. It's normal thing to sort it out the problems because
Yeah.
it appears one way or another way. So how are you going through the difficult times?
Yeah, I think look, I will be the first to say that I struggle with not being perfect, as I think a lot of people and a lot of women particularly do. I really want to do the best I can at all times. And I also kind of joke that, I'm a millennial, and I joke that millennials love praise. Like, I love being told I've done a good job, and I love being told, like, yes, we loved that thing or that service, or, fantastic, you blew my mind. So I live for that praise as well. I'll admit it. And I find it really, really hard when I have not lived up to that expectation, or somebody expresses disappointment in me. It might sound a little bit cliche, but I actually use artificial intelligence, so Claude or ChatGPT, a lot to help me with that kind of stuff. When someone expresses, there's a problem or there's a disappointment, I will often ask AI to try and evaluate all the correspondence in an unbiased way to break down what's really going on. Because you've got to remember, just like you have an emotional response to a problem, that person with the problem also has emotions behind that, right? Like, they're feeling disappointed or frustrated or impatient or whatever the driving force is there as well. So they're often talking to you in a way that's layered with emotions. So getting AI to look at those emails or the meeting transcription or whatever it is, and kind of break down and explain to you what's really happening and look at it from an unbiased point of view. And I often help that really allows me to kind of reframe and to take that feeling of, oh, I feel terrible about this, into a place of, okay, what can I actually do to help rectify and step forward? And then also, the really hard thing, I think, is sometimes you have to realize that there is no fixing it. Sometimes you will have just really tricky clients or projects or things happen. And no matter how many times you offer to rectify something or fix something or, redo it or change track, sometimes there isn't actually a great solution out of it. And at that point, it's just about finding a way to move on respectfully for everyone involved. But it's really tricky. I heard a great thing as I was kind of getting into business. I heard a great quote that said something along the lines, I'm paraphrasing, but it said something along the lines of, you will only ever rise to the level of success equal to the problems that you can handle. And I try and remind myself of that when I have hard things happen, it's actually a sign that I'm going to the next level.